Games like Gears of War 3, Trine 2, LA Noire, Castlevania, Lords of Shadow, Portal 2, and many, many more couldn't make it on the top 10 list for 2011 because this year was packed with great games. Let's begin with a countdown. Spot number 10, we got Bastion. Quick, dynamic, and fluent gameplay are main characteristics of Bastion. Tons of enemies, a lot of good fighting sequences, and a very solid story with great narrator. Spot number 9, Deus Ex Human Revolution and its DLC, The Missing Link. Cyberpunk hybrid first-person shooter with RPG elements combined with stealth or action gameplay, depends how you wanna play the game. Or in other words, Deus Ex is the game with a lot of options. Freedom of choice and movement and story are the strongest part of Deus Ex Human Revolution, and its DLC, The Missing Link. Spot number 8, we got Crysis 2. Crysis 2 is, at least for me, the best Crysis game ever created. Solid story, amazing graphics, good world design, and a lot of action with, unfortunately, very stupid AI. Overall, it's the best first-person shooter for 2011. Spot number 7, we got Super Meat Boy. Hilarious, annoying at times, very difficult, with weak but funny main storyline and incredible world design. Fans of pixel art platformers will find a lot to admire here. Great sound effects and music too. I always thought that Super Meat Boy started all of this indie games revolution thing, or at least took indie games to a higher level. Spot number 6, we got Rayman Origins. Weak but funny story, amazing platformer with a soundtrack that perfectly matches the pacing in each stage, fluent controls, and perfectly optimized. It's one of the best platformers ever created. Spot number 5, Dead Space 2. Well, main differences between Dead Space 1 and 2 are amazing action cutscenes and our main character Isaac that finally talks. Other than that, I strongly believe that Dead Space 2 is the best Dead Space game and one of the best survival horror sci-fi games ever created. Story in Dead Space 2 is its strongest part, since Isaac is going crazy as you progress through the game. A lot of blood, a lot of action, a lot of jump scares, and gorgeous graphics, and on top of that, the game is smooth and very well optimized with almost no bugs at all. Oh yeah, sound effects and voice acting are also superb. Overall, Dead Space 2 is a masterpiece in its own genre. Spot number 4, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood and Assassin's Creed Revelations. Ezio's amazing story continues in these two games. Playing in Rome feels awesome. In every segment, Brotherhood and Revelations are a step up from Assassin's Creed 2. Only thing that's bad, at least for me, is the game difficulty. It's non-existent, or better to say, the game is way too easy. Spot number 3, Batman Arkham City. Arkham City is basically Arkham Asylum on steroids. Bigger and better. Great boss fights, a lot of action, amazing voice acting from Mark Hamill and Kevin Conroy, great soundtracks. Maybe the best superhero or comic book game ever created. Spot number 2, The Witcher 2, Assassins of Kings. Witcher 2 was the best looking game in 2011 by far. Superb voice acting, amazing story, great world design, and around 35 hours campaign. That's actually the shortest Witcher game ever. Other than that, it's the second best RPG for 2011. To be honest, it's my favorite franchise, but I gotta be realistic and give it spot number 2. Then spot number 1 goes to the next RPG, and it's none other than Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. What to say about the game that sold 30 million copies worldwide and has thousands of mods available? One of the largest game communities, and it lasts for 7 straight years now, with new players coming non-stop. Well, believe it or not, I've played Skyrim on its release for only 10 hours, and I got pissed with 1 million bugs and glitches and came back to play it like 3 or 4 years later on. Now let me tell you about my game breaking bug. There was a quest with a guy that turns into a werewolf. He was going behind me non-stop saying the same sentence non-fucking stop. We gotta move. We gotta move. I used fast travel, he runs to me after 2 to 5 minutes and repeats the same thing again. We gotta move. He was unkillable, unavoidable, and fucking irritating, so after 2 hours of agony, reloading, and similar things, I just uninstalled Skyrim in pure rage. I made the right choice. I've played Skyrim when it was patched, fixed, with all of its DLCs, and with more than 50 plus mods added, and it was a blast. Unlinear RPG masterpiece, epic world to explore, huge game that has no end, with tons of replay value, with great soundtrack and sound effects. Only thing that's lacking is a better story. But let's be honest, it's not about a story in Skyrim, it's about journey. Skyrim is among top 10 games in gaming history and the game of the year for 2011. Now, stay tuned in to see the rest of the games that couldn't make it on a top 10 list for 2011. Thanks for watching, and I'll be seeing you on the next one.